What's going on, everybody? I'm here today to talk about the ketogenic diet and my experiences doing it. So, a little background. Well, first, if I have to stop this, it's because my daughter's taking a nap and she woke up. She doesn't like to nap when I'm here. It's just weird. She'll nap for her mom though, and her mom, but not for me. So, I might have a few minutes. Anyway, little background on me. My weight's been crazy over the years. So, I was a football player. So, I was a lineman. So, need that mass. So, we won't get moved. So, move stuff, lifting weights and all that good stuff. So, in college, I played a little football. And my max weight then was probably, my freshman year was around 330 pounds. Last time I had weighed myself. And then the coach asked me to lose some weight. So, then I dropped down to 280, I believe. Something like that. Anyway. Stayed there till football was over, my senior year. And then once I got married, weight stayed about 270. I started running some, ran a 10K once. That was like the most necessary mileage I'll ever run again because it's not necessary. Excuse me. And so got down to, I think, 260, and then weight climbed back up to 280, 290, and then we found out our first child was born. We have another one on the way here in August. Fun. And so I was like, yeah, I need to lose some weight, Got to be nice and fit for my daughter. Well, I failed. Totally. Destroyed it. I went from like 290 to her first birthday. I was like 340. I mean, it was terrible. Complete opposite of what I was trying to achieve. So, I was feeling terrible. I was probably depressed. I don't even know because I'm usually a chipper guy. My wife said I was always mean or mad or something. So she's probably right. I was probably just terrible. Clothes was tight. I had to buy new clothes because they weren't fitting. And that was terrible. I was like, oh man, this is terrible. And I'm upset with myself. Still didn't do anything. I lift little weights here and there. Didn't watch what I was eating. Try to do stuff, but it wasn't working. And so I stumbled upon a ketogenic diet, and I thought, man, it's kind of strange, and I put it off, and then eventually I just got tired of being fat, so I said, hey, I told my wife, I said, hey, you want to do this with me? I asked her on a Sunday. We started on Monday, and I gave her no notice, and so she said, yeah, I'll do it with you. I said, all right, let's do this. And so what the ketogenic diet is, that is eating almost no carbohydrates, so 20 grams or less a day, 25, usually net carbs, which is carbs minus fiber. And so we started it. You fill the rest of your diet with protein and fats. So it's a moderate protein, low carb, and a high fat diet. Now the fat, you don't have to eat it, all the fat. You just have to eat enough so you're not hungry. So you eat chicken breast, chicken thighs, ground beef, whatever. Just make sure you have some fats in there so you keep yourself hungry, full, and get the protein so you can keep your muscle. So, I like me some muscle. Got to look jacked and tan. I already got the tan part down, but I gotta get jacked. So we started this diet. My wife, she did fantastic. 2 months, dropped like 35 pounds. It was insane. And I wasn't far behind her. It come December, I was dropped about 20 pounds. And this is just all diet. We did exercise. We didn't do anything. And so, come to find out, got her pregnant. Sorry, babe. She was doing great. But then I got her pregnant. And she had to stop doing it for the moment. But she'll be back. So, she's 20 weeks, I believe, today, now. So, soon, she'll be back on there. And we start to have some progress. But, so far, the ketogenic diet has been awesome. It's so easy, so effortless. We started during the worst part of the year. The worst. We have Halloween. We have Thanksgiving. We had Christmas, New Year's, everything. All these parties. In my office, dropping off cakes, candies. Baked goods. Ridiculous. But we soldiered through, and we both didn't eat anything. Not enough anyway to knock us out of ketosis. And so we, well, now I'm still at it. Exercise was good. And usually when you do the start the keto diet, you have to keep up your electrolytes, or if not, you'll get something called the keto flu, which is you'll be aggravated, lethargic, can't probably your thought process might be a little slower, But if you keep your water, you gotta drink plenty of water, take some, get your electrolytes in. So salt the crap out of food, magnesium, get some potassium. I have a multivitamin I take daily, well most of the time, and I have magnesium that I take. And I don't really take the potassium because I eat my vegetables, of course, but that's something I don't try to overdo. But the magnesium and sodium, I definitely take that. And so, people always wonder, what do you eat? You can't have anything. You can't have bread. Oh, no, I'm bread. No spaghetti, none of that stuff. And that's fine. I'd rather lose weight, become a healthier individual, than try to eat spaghetti, cakes, and stuff for the moment. This is the long-term thing. I'm trying to be a healthier person, trying to make sure I can stay around a little longer. You know what I'm saying? Because being 348 pounds is not healthy. That wasn't going to do it. So here I am now. I've been at it since October 10th is when we started. Right now I am 297 pounds. Well, I was previously 348 pounds when I started October 10th. And so that's 51 pounds. That's doing great. I've read people, they've dropped way more than me in the same time span. But hey, we all can do our own thing. We all got our own rate of loss. I wasn't just like a super inactive person. I was just eating all dang time, which is not a good idea. But I have a little more muscle than probably most, but not a ton of muscle. I'm not like super strong or anything. But what I eat most of the time, my diet consists of a lot of eggs, destroy eggs. Oh my gosh, I love eggs. Cheese, I usually eat some cheese. Chicken not so much. I kind of cut back on the chicken, especially with the chicken breast, because they tend to be leaner, have higher protein. But the chicken thighs, that's where it's at. Thighs for the guys, yeah. But chicken thighs are delicious because they got more fat in them. It's tasty. So here's pretty much what my meals consist of. Breakfast, I have eggs and cheese, probably 3 eggs, a serving of cheese. That's all I eat. Also put heavy whipping cream in my coffee, and I put a little stevia in there, a little sweetener, and that's my coffee. Sometimes I do keto coffee, and if you're not familiar with that, that is, you get some butter. I know it might sound weird, but hey, don't knock it till you try it. Some butter, coconut oil, and coffee. You can blend it all up, then you put in your cup and drink it. It's creamy, delicious. Oh my gosh, it's so good. People usually suggest using unsalted grass-fed butter, which the only thing around here I can find is Kerrygold, unsalted butter. It's good, but dang, it's expensive. It's $5 for like 8 ounces. So I do it sparingly. Get my fats in though. But anyway, I usually cook my eggs in coconut oil. Because coconut oils have something called medium chain triglycerides, which help you to burn more fat and give you some little energy. So I use that most of the time when I cook. It's tasteless. If you get refined coconut oil, it's tasteless. Unrefined still has the coconut taste in it. But if that's your thing, go for it. But I don't want coconut flavor with my eggs. That's nasty. So I do that for breakfast, coffee, eggs, cheese. And usually I'll sip on coffee afterwards also to help, suppress the appetite some. Then for lunch, it's usually whatever I make. Sometimes I make a hamburger casserole, which is just, ground beef. Oh. Not her. Ground beef. Cheese. A bunch of salt, pepper, garlic seasonings, Or I go a little crazy, go taco casserole. Use taco seasoning, ground beef. Throw in some chunks of cream cheese in there. Oh my gosh. You can top that off with some cheese, bake it, And I'll separate that out to make sure I have lunch for the week. And I'll do it that way. And, it's pretty calorie dense. but it's also high in fat, and so keeps me satiated all the way through lunch, till I have dinner. Sometimes I go from 1 o'clock p.m. eating lunch, then I go maybe to 7, 8 o'clock. Right now, anyway, that's been the case. 8 o'clock eating dinner. And I don't really feel hungry in between. So, since starting keto, my hunger has definitely been more controllable. I can go, like the other day, I had one meal at noon, and it was like 700 calories, and that was it. And I went all day from that one meal, and I was busy. You busy, you don't think about food most of the time. So I'm doing stuff. I was like, oh well, it's 9 o'clock. It's too late to eat, so I'm gonna drink some water or whatever. I'm gonna go to sleep. And so that's what I done. And I woke up and just crushed some food the next day. And dinner usually consists of chicken, beef, more taco or hamburger casserole. Whatever, steak and vegetables. I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy. I know a lot of people, when me and my wife first started doing the keto diet, we immediately started looking for, we gotta find some keto desserts, in case we get a sweet tooth. We gotta find some stuff for that. Or we try to find a substitute for a carb heavy food, like, we need some keto pizza, which is delicious, but you might want to calm down on that stuff because calories still matter. Keto pizza, all this other random stuff. And so now, my sweet tooth has pretty much been just demolished. It's done. So I don't even care about sweets. I can lay a chocolate, like, I don't want that crap. For one, you can still have chocolate on the keto diet. Just not that crappy chocolate, not that Hershey's mess that my daughter like to eat on every now and then. No, talking about 75% or higher dark cocoa. So, like two squares, 3 squares, just if you have a little sweet tooth, just to curb that. Or some low carb yogurt, which has the artificial sweeteners. But hey, if it gets you through a sweet tooth, that means you don't have to binge on this crappy food, and you'll be good to go. Oh, one food we did destroy was Halo Top ice cream. Oh my gosh, fantastic. My only gripe is it's too expensive, so can't be buying that all the time. It was on sale once at Kroger. We went ham. I mean, we got so many, it was bad. Not my proudest moment, but it's all right. And so I did start doing exercise. My work, we had a body fat loss challenge. So I started in January, ended in April. Still doing it though. And since I was probably already adapted to burning fat at the time because I was already on the keto diet for 2 months. And so, I feel like my workouts didn't suffer. Usually it will when you first start doing keto because your body's trying to change over to burning fats instead of burning the glucose, which comes from all the carbs you eat and break down. And so, working out was fine. Doing a whole bunch of bodyweight exercises, being 300 pounds, bodyweight exercises, that's still a lot of weight. I don't know. Skinny people over here doing push-ups like nobody's business, but hey, I'm doing best I can. So far, it's doing well. Sometimes we go out to eat, and I make sure I can find something to eat, and wherever we go to, keto, you don't have to be so strict. It's a lifestyle. So whenever you need to go out, you can go out. Say, hey, if you have too many carbs one day, that's okay. Just cut back the next day. And usually you can't knock yourself out of ketosis unless you go real crazy. So I'm talking like maybe 50 grams, maybe even 100 grams. It just depends. So the camera stopped recording for some reason. And so I was talking to a phone that's not even recording for like 5 minutes. Well, anyway, back at it. Like I was saying, if you go out to a restaurant, just make sure you go easy on the carbs. And if you go over, just eat minimal carbs the next day. Steakhouses are usually what I like to go to because I can get a steak and a vegetable and a salad. Put some blue cheese dressing or ranch dressing, which are higher in fats, and that's it. Do your thing. But also, I was going to end by saying this diet is easy. One of the easiest things I've done because just eating good foods, eating tasty food. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't really need supplements if you choose not to do so. I just think a multivitamin and magnesium are easy to take For one, you make sure you get your micronutrients in, and also if you tend to not eat too many vegetables that have high magnesium, it's leafy greens is what I usually like to eat. It's always nice to have just to make sure that you're getting that electrolyte. Just take a supplement. But besides that, those are the only two I would even recommend. That and fish oil, of course. Fish oil is nice. Take some of those. You don't need anything else. None of this other crap people are trying to get you to take or buy, rather. We don't need no Herbalife, however you pronounce it. We don't need any Plexus. Don't need Amway. None of that crap. You just need real food, and you get real results, like I have done, like many other people have done, because I know a ton of people. I shout out to the keto section on Reddit. People dropping all kinds of weight, hundreds of pounds. Some are dropping 100 pounds in 4 months. It all depends. Clearly, the larger you are, the faster the weight's going to drop. But, if you're 180 pounds, you try and get to 150, you're not going to drop 30 pounds in 2 months. You may. I don't know. It depends on how hard you work. But, I wouldn't recommend it. But you can do it. So, if you're a larger person, I'd say, hey, just try the keto diet out. I know you like eating bacon. I know you like ground beef. I know you like chicken. It's that simple. And so, if you have any questions, any comments, let me know down below. I'll try to answer any questions, anything. So, I'm thinking about maybe trying to do vlogs about, reaching my goal weight of 200 pounds. Calling it the road to 200, something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. New to this vlogging game. So, all I use is my iPhone. Got a nice window light. And 16 gigabyte iPhone too. So I got no space. I got to delete all these apps just to make space to record a video. Then I got to reinstall them. But hey, whatever it takes. So I'll see you all later. Nice talking to you.